Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Galactic challenge video. Hope you had a productive week behind you and that you're looking forward to get your weekend started. But first, a brand new challenge is upon us, and this time we're taken to the homeworld of Night Sisters Dathomir, and we have to take down a squad of Sith using our clone troopers to get max rewards. So as always, I'll first cover the modifiers, defeats, and then show you the battle, because today's challenge is a little bit tricky. I've got 5 battles for you to show you. So I got 2 clone teams on tier 6. If you don't want to go through frustration of trying to get tier 10 done as well, then another clone team on tier 10, and then 2 different teams for the undersize feed on tier 10. So hopefully those will help you out. Let's first now review the global modifier, dark magic. So this is one part of the problem why this is so frustrating. So every 10 turns all defeated characters are revived at 50% health. So if you have no way of preventing revives, this will be challenging, and as we know, clones, they have no way of preventing revives. Now for clones we get a dauntless courage modifier, so whenever we gain a buff that can be dispelled, they gain a stack of dauntless courage, and then for each of those stacks you gain lots of things, but most importantly you get plus 5% offense and plus 5% critical damage. So this will be stacking, so over time we'll be ramping up the damage. However, that may alone not make it that easy because of the Grim Machinations modifier for the Sith. So whenever Sith ally is defeated, all Sith allies gain 50% max health and offense. The main issue here is max health. So they're not recovering health, they're gaining max health, so even the healing immunity won't stop that. And as you kill them off, they get tankier, and then dark magic modifier revives them back. You kill them again, they get even tankier. So you'll definitely want to spread the damage and don't try to get too many kills. You'll just have to try and ramp up lots of stacks of dauntless courage that eventually you can kill these guys off. Otherwise even big AoEs won't do a whole lot because they have stacking health, so this is a little bit annoying. Alright, let's look at the feats next. So we do have to win with a full team of clone troopers, win after scoring 3 critical hits in a row, and then the undersides. So these 2 feats are not too challenging. Obviously you can use many different teams. I'll just show you 2 different non-GL teams you can use to knock both of these feats out in one battle. The trickier bit always here will be the clones. So what we'll do is we'll just start off here on tier 6, because if you get the clone feat down on tier 6 and then the other 2 feats on tier 10, you then get the gold crate. So you know, it's pretty good as well. So we'll start here, 2 different clone teams depending on obviously what you've got. The best thing to do here is Bad Batch, so I'm going to try to show you even with low gear Bad Batch. Basically no Zetas on these guys, some Omegas, just showing you the abilities. They're not maxed out, nothing too crazy in terms of mods. You can still align this up and get it done. So the only speedy one here is Echo, but probably it's an overkill for tier 6, 295 to be honest. The one Omega that probably comes in handy is this one, that adds the debuffs that Echo gives out, so the healing immunity in days can't be resisted. So this I guess is a useful one. Other than that, you know, pretty here moderate mods. A little bit of speed on tech I guess as well helps out, and then Omega, none of her abilities maxed out, and just some random bad mods on her. And finally Wrecker, again low gear, just some random mods, nothing really needed here. Huge for tier 6. Bad Batch can handle this. The good thing about tier 6, the enemies don't have Zetas, so they don't have the clans, passive clans from Treya's unique. So those dazes and healing immunities will stick. So the overall idea here is to just kind of grind them down. What I like to do is just keep hitting Treya, because she's got all this bonus protection, and while the other guys you can kind of work down with the AoEs and things like that, because remember, you don't want to be killing them off because they'll keep getting max health. So you want to kind of stall the battle, try not to kill anyone until you got enough stacks of dauntless courage that a big AoE there from your tech can finish these guys off. So I'm just gonna keep knocking on Treya, all that bonus protection kind of keeping her alive. As well, you don't want Treya to get a turn and possibly isolate one of your guys. That's why Treya should be kind of your number 1 target, I think, always. There we go. Let's just go ahead and call an assist here. And let's push back turn me, turn Darth Treya. They get a few planes going. Just gonna speed up the footage because this will take a while. So the idea is to get 3 stacks of translation in your Echo SAP, and then whenever tech uses basic, you will be reducing cooldowns on whoever's got 3 stacks of translations. You can quickly get back to back to your special attacks, constantly dazing them, healing immunity and everything. So you can see I'm just ignoring everybody else without maxed leadership. I'm actually not doing true damage, so maybe that makes it a little bit easier here to line it up without the true damage. But anyway, let's just keep going after Traya. Unfortunately there I was able to defeat her, and at this point I just rolled the bomb. It wasn't enough at 44 stacks of Dauntless Courage on low gear tech to finish these guys off. Obviously if you do have higher gear Bad Batch, this probably could be maybe easier, so I'll just keep going, again trying to avoid doing AoEs at this point, just single target attacks. I don't want to be defeating these guys until I'm ready with another AoE here. There we go. I'll just keep going. Okay, I'll just see if we can get town a little bit down. Perfect. And now I got the 59 stacks of Dauntless Courage. Let's see if this will be enough. In combination with defense penetration, boom, down they all go in one big AoE from tech. So I needed like about 3 or 4 attempts to line this up. So you know, hopefully not too difficult, especially probably if you got higher gear Bad Batch. I think that will be even easier. Now, if you're going down the 501st route, I found both Cody and Clone Sergeant to be very helpful, because Cody, if you remember from the tank raid days with Princess Zodi, Cody's got that mass assist that you can keep spamming over and over again, which allows you to quickly dismantle the guys, even, you know, if you don't kill them off with an AoE. Bringing Clone Sergeant there as well, he's got an AoE, and at least on his basic he's constantly gaining offense up, which means he will quickly stack the Dauntless Courage. Let's just first start with form up booster meter on the team, and then we're just gonna go around and kind of spread the damage. You want to keep calling Clone Sergeant to assist, so he's constantly gaining offense up, getting lots of stacks of Dauntless Courage. There we go, mass assist doing the job. Treya's down, Palp's down, now they're back. So same thing as with Bad Batch, you just kind of want to go around, spread the damage if you can, until you get a big maybe AoE there. Okay, so we got now, let's see if we can line this up, an AoE coming in. We just got 2 more to finish. Come on guys. I guess it will be easier once you get aerial advantage from Rex. You get kind of like another insta kill that you can immediately use after the revive. Let's go ahead, take care of Sith Assassin. Talon's down. There we go, boost the turn meter. Okay, so everybody's back. Let's go ahead, do a mass assist on Sid. Let's do an AoE. Finish off the rest of the guys. Just 2 more left. Let's go ahead and tap Sith Assassin. There we go, that's where aerial advantage comes in handy. And now I'm just gonna do another mass assist on Sith Assassin, and down they go. So definitely another easy way here to complete tier 6, and which will obviously enable you to get the gold crate. However, if you do want to go to tier 10, it's similar like tier 6 that I showed you, but obviously here we've got, you know, Relic Tab Bad Batch, all ability maxed out. Some okay-ish mods, nothing too crazy on them as well. And let's just get this going. Now, obviously in tier 10, these guys do have Zeta, so they will be cleansing debuffs from Treya's unique whenever they get a turn. So similar like in tier 6, you just can kind of keep hitting Treya to begin with, because she's got so much bonus protection. You just want to get as many buffs as possible to begin with, so you can stack your Dauntless Courage high enough that eventually you can kill these guys off. That's I'm just kind of biding my time here. Obviously with the max leadership here on Hunter, we are now dealing true damage when we have defense up, which sometimes is a little bit annoying because it's harder to obviously get everybody low in health if they keep getting killed by the true damage that you're dealing to all enemies. But you're just gonna have to keep going for a few minutes. Again, I needed 3 or 4 attempts to line this up, just speeding up the footage, because you know it's a pretty straightforward affair. You just kind of keep going, keep just going after Treya. You can, once they're low in health, you can avoid using AoEs, just that you delay the number of kills you have, because you don't want their health to stack too high up. And we'll just keep going here, just keep going. Everybody's low in health, like I had almost 60 stacks of Dauntless Courage, the AoE still was not enough. Let's see if we can now line this up. Everybody just got revived, so we got 10 turns to finish them off. Okay, let's get some assists, there we go. Alright, let's do an AoE now, target Treya, so we get an assist from Omega. Again, targeting Treya, got her down, let's get some turn meter. Okay, well, just keep going. There we go. Mega doing some nice single fired, high damage, 100k hits. Nothing really. These guys are so durable and tanky. I'm gonna call now assist over there. True damage finishing of Palps. Double tap there, finishing off Sidious as well. It's definitely a little bit frustrating here without preventing revives, but you know, as long as you could give it a few tries, eventually, you know, you do get there. Okay, so let's now go to the, I guess, the easy bit of today's challenge, which is both the undersize feat and the 3 critical hits in a row. Doesn't even count as feat, right? Because it's whatever. So I'm just gonna give you a couple of different options here depending what you've got. So I'm going here with Pulp and Mara combo. And as you can see, my Throne here is at 306 speed. Now my Mara, because she was here at low gear in this account, she was at 302, couldn't make her faster. And actually this was too slow, so the enemy Pulp went before Mara. So it looks like enemy's Pulp is about 305 speed or something like that, because my 306 speed Throne went first. If your Mara goes first, maybe you don't need Throne, but he's kind of good that you can kind of put Fracture on somebody, and obviously Niles there for preventing revives and killing everybody off. There we go, we got Throne going first, barely. Let's go ahead, swap Thermometer with Mara. You can now apply Tenacity down, and this is the key bit here. Here I had to restart about 4 or 5 times so that I got stagger on all these guys that are fast, like Palpatine, Sidious, and Sith Assassin. And then you can go ahead, do an AoE, proc all those staggers, push everybody's Thermometer back. Traya we will isolate and remove her Thermometer at the same time. And from here on out, it's a straightforward affair. You increase their cooldowns, and you just have to kind of keep Pulp Train going. Keep everybody shocked, so Pulp is getting a lot of turns. Reapply that stagger, keep pushing back Thermometer, because if they do get a turn, they will cleanse those debuffs. There we go, let's go ahead, one more turn to annihilate. With first down should go Traya. I isolated their Palpatine, because Traya will get annihilated in a moment now. Traya's down, now they won't be able to cleanse themselves off, so you just constantly keep them shocked, keep them stunned, fractured, so they can't do a whole lot, and let Nihilus get to work and annihilate them one at a time so they don't come back. And there you go, guys. This is a pretty straightforward team, even if they're kind of lower gear, as long as you can kind of get your Throne there above 300 speed and Mara close to it, so you can do that combo that I showed you. But obviously if you got fast Mara, then maybe you don't even need Throne, I'm not sure, but so far so good. Knockout Talon, it took almost 6 minutes, but eventually Nihilus took them out one by one, and this will now obviously, depending did you get tier 6 or tier 10 with your clones, you know, get you gold or a red crate. So another way to do this, obviously another way, there's plenty of ways to prevent revives. If you do have John Skywalker, because it's a clone challenge, might as well make use of these guys. With John Skywalker lead, the revives are prevented, so you don't have to worry about, you know, defeating anybody with any particular unit. You just have to take them out, boost the Thermometer with Rex. First we're gonna take out Traya, so she does not isolate anybody. Let's go ahead and wreck her as fast as we can. But as you can see, these guys are durable, even though we haven't defeated anyone yet. But luckily we should be able to knock out Traya here in a moment. There we go. Give me some counterattacks. More counterattacks. Trey is about to get a turn. Let's see if we can finish her off. There we go, perfect. She's down. Now my guess is down. There goes 5 sacrifice. He's not coming back. The modifier, the dark magic modifier, will not bring 5s if he dies off there from sacrifice. There we go. I'm just going to go ahead, insta kill Talons. You can see these guys are not coming back because of General Skywalker's lead. But again, plenty of ways to do this. Lots of Galactic Legends have a way of preventing revives, so do utilize those if you have them. I'm just trying to show you, if you don't have any Galactic Legends, you know, there are still many ways to do this. Now let's go ahead, insta-kill there, well, insta-kill. Aerial advantage on Pulps, it's sort of an insta-kill at this point. Rex's aerial advantage is doing so much damage. Knocking out Sidious, only Sith Assassin to go, and there we go. Pop her as well, and that's it. So another way to get Undersize feat done on tier 10. And that's all for today's video, guys. Hopefully you found it useful and helpful, just showing you like 3 different clone battles, like you can just go on tier 6 if you can't be bothered with tier 10, but otherwise even tier 10 I found it manageable, to be honest. I just need like 3 or 4 attempts just to, you know, align it up. But on that, guys, I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.